The coming Civil War. The coming Civil War is going to be what it sounds like. A war. War between not brothers, but between haves and have-nots. The ones who have enough and the ones who do not have enough. It's going to that civil war that's coming to America. That's what it's going to consist of. It won't be black and white. The color war that they want to happen, that's going away. The war between the Union and, or I should say the war between the ones who have come into union because they found themselves on the outside looking in, and the ones who have federalized everything, and they are opposed to bringing the regular man, so to speak, into the fold. When I first saw this Civil War about 4 or 5 years ago, I didn't think it was America. I thought it was another place. And the reason why was because I just saw faces, you know. But what I saw was carbonated, melanated beings fighting right alongside Caucasian, pale-faced beings. I love these color codes, man. They really mess you up here on Earth, boy. The control mechanism that has been put in place, it really is effective. That color code, man, is something. But these color wars that they use all around the world to bring injustice, social injustice, to bring people to a deadly end. They tried to bring that war, or they did bring that war to America. It just didn't work out the way they thought it would. But now, that civil war that's looming, that's coming, has been set up to be a black-white thing, but it won't be. This is why they're trying to take the guns now, because they know that it's coming, and it's been coming, because all cycles repeat each other. Time is, it really is, it's a construct of the mind. And when you realize that you have been put into a box, a time box, then you can really see the vibrations and the waves that are coming. So the waves that are coming right now is independence, freedom, 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 freedom. And the very things that America was built on, as far as freedom from oppression, you know, making a place where people could literally live out their dreams, that aspect of America, right? And I'm not talking about the aspect where my people who were here before were subjected to all kind of tyranny and were taken and used and abused, and my people who were here before, who inhabited this land of America before, the indigenous, we also helped them write laws and rules and subjected ourselves to this tyranny. So I will say that too. But what it became was a place where supposedly you can come and make your dreams come true. One of the freest lands on earth, right? That right there, that part, that's what I'm talking about. That freedom is now coming back up. That's coming back up in the minds and the hearts of all of the people of America. What about me? As times get harder, as the inflation increases, as they purposeful, well, I'm saying that wrong, as they on purpose knock the bottom of the floor out of the dollar, it's going to bring that time where people are going to be scared and wondering, what the hell do I do? And it's not about fear, it's about knowledge. Like I love to say, it's not about fear, it's about knowledge. Why be afraid of something that you know is coming? Why be in fear of something that is looming? No, you prepare for it. It's like if you have a fight at the end of school at 3 o'clock, the bully then already pushed you into the lockers and said, hey, I'm gonna see you at 3 o'clock. Yo, you can sit around all day and be in fear, or you can plan and plot something out. You know what I mean? Go hide a brick or a stick or something behind the building. Make sure you fight in that area. So when that fight starts, hey, I got my stick, I'm ready, and knock his ass out. But if you're scared, you're just going to walk around all day wondering what you're going to do, looking for help, looking for someone to come save you, looking for someone to come out of the sky and save you. Like I said, it's not about fear, it's about knowledge. Taking control of your mind first. When you can take control of your mind, you can take sovereignty over the body. But anyway, don't want to digress too much. But the coming civil war, we need to be prepared for it, mentally and physically. And they're going to try to, well, they ain't going to try. They've already struck the first blow by giving us these deceptive shootings and giving us these setups. Like I had, it's amazing the some of the tactical gear that is used. Man, this is some expensive stuff. This is not things you just go to a pawn shop and buy. Y'all gotta do y'all research on some of this stuff. Doors left open to a school. Like, y'all really gotta just really hear what's being said. Take it, go research it. But my point to this is, they've already struck the first blow. They already have been planning for the uprising of the people. This is why they had to get people jabbed. This is why they had to sort of, quote unquote, get access to the family unit. They had to take down the man. They had to take the woman off the pedestal. And that's where we were at as a society before the invaders. The woman was on the pedestal. It wasn't that she ruled everything because she was just so much smarter and so much intellectual. She was on the pedestal because she was the goddess. She was the portal. She was the connection between the divine and the mundane. That's who she was. So what I'm thinking and seeing is, we have fallen from, or we have been duped into thinking that the woman is less than us as a man. We have been duped into thinking that the feminine aspect of life doesn't mean as much as the masculine, and that's a total fabrication and a lie. The feminine aspect means more than the masculine in this place, in this Garden of Eden. And in this Garden of Eden, it's amazing. Well, it used to be, till the invaders came and, did some things to it. But in this garden, when the female came, that's when everything started to bloom. So when you look at that, it's not about the feminine created the masculine created the man. Look, you're missing the whole aspect of the metaphysical truth that these two were before, and they were one before. And coming into this paradigm, into this universe, and the laws of this universe, the way that you're split apart, your solar fractals are split apart under the rules of this universal system, it divides into masculine and feminine, because these two principles make the one. You have to have the electric, in the electricity, you have the negative and the positive. Neither one is negative or positive as far as good or bad, but they're both much needed to get a charge. So neither one is less than the other, but understanding that when I put into the feminine a seed, I get something back. Like my common sense just tells me, boy, that's important. That right there is important. Even if I didn't know nothing about reincarnation, I didn't know anything else, that is important, right? We lost that principle. When we lost that principle, we lost the earth, because she receives seeds. She gives you back exactly what you put into her, just like the feminine. So if you put negativity into the feminine, guess what you get back? Negativity. As far as sadness and, not in the polarity, but as far as in the physical 3D way, right? So as we now come to this point where Civil War is looming, is coming, that over these next couple of years, or I should say the 23 to 24 and the 25, we're going through this process of change. The masculines are waking up and realizing with their real eye, something is not right. That we are off, like out of balance like that, right? And as we come into this balance, this knowledge, this knowing, this gnosis of self, we're going to come back into the mindset of freedom, of the alpha, of knowing this earth is big enough. Breaking out of the mental paradigm, taking sovereignty over your body. That's what it's going to take to survive the coming Civil War. All right, guys. Y'all live in bliss and harmony. Love y'all guys.